Good morning, folks. Welcome to the call. I wanted to talk this morning about gentle parenting and inclusivity. Um, you know, out there in the world, gentle parenting is practiced a whole lot of different ways. And there's a whole lot of different ideas of what is and what isn't gentle parenting. At Gentle Parents Unite, we do practice a very radical form of gentle parenting. And one of the aspects that we focus on in GPU is inclusivity. And I want to talk a little bit this morning about the reasons that inclusivity is so important in gentle parenting. Um, you know, there's the obvious reasons that if we ourselves fit into a marginalized group, um, then or our children or our children fit into marginalized groups, then that's something that impacts our family directly in our everyday lives, which is one very important reason why inclusivity is so important to us over here at Gentle Parents Unite. Another reason why inclusivity is so important to us is that, you know, if we are treating our children like they deserve respect in the world and they matter and their feelings matter and the experiences that they're having matter, and we leave out the part of the life lesson, the part of the life experience where the experiences of others also matter, then we're kind of passing on a new form of privilege to our children. Being autonomous doesn't mean that we can infringe on the autonomy of others. Um, Being respected doesn't mean that we are the only ones that hold respect. Um, that in fact, all of these things that we teach are the ways that humans should be treated. We want that grace to extend to everyone in the world. And when we come across somebody in the world who is harmful or dangerous to us, we meet that with boundaries and with our own limits, not with um, coercion, punitive measures, or, coming from a less than inclusive understanding space, right? Because it's not, you know, there's a lot of people in the world who might hurt us or might not be for us and all of those other things. Um, but that's a whole nother conversation as opposed to extending grace and respect to those around us and to ourselves and to others. Um, That aspect of being inclusive is so important on top of that because, parenting is the ultimate power hierarchy. Parents hold all of the power. They hold the physical power, they hold the financial power, they hold the power of security, and they hold all of the legal power. And when we parent from the mainstream paradigm, the thing that we're teaching is we're teaching our children how to move up power hierarchies. And we're teaching them that when they're bigger, stronger, have more money, are parents themselves, they too will be in control. I actually remember having a conversation with my mom. We were kind of having an argument when I was a kid, and I told her, "But I'm right, Mom." And she said, "No, you're not, because I'm the parent." And I remember saying to her, "Well, then when do I get to be right?" And she said, well, when you're the parent, of course. And so we're setting that as the high goal. Children wish they were adults because they wish for autonomy and they wish for respect, because children, just like everybody else, do not like to be oppressed. And excuse me. So, you know, when we are navigating parenting and navigating gentle parenting, we're working also what it depends on, if we're consciously working towards being inclusive, we're working on breaking and interacting with our power with great integrity. We're working on breaking down power structures and helping our children to understand what a more inclusive world without power structures look like. And oppression is built on power structures. Oppression is built on somebody being on top and therefore they're able to hold others underneath them. And so if we are inclusive and we look at power structures and we're breaking everything down with great consciousness, then we can see the ways that we can actually change the structure of the world simply by changing the structure of the power structures that exist within parenting and interacting with that power with great integrity. And, you know, being aware and conscious and bringing all of these things about inclusivity, the understanding of the experiences of others into the minds of our children so that they're aware of it and they're conscious of it and that they can interact with their own power as they gain it with integrity. And at the end of the day, it can be really hard to be an inclusive person because we all grew up in the society that we lived in. We've all lived here for our entire lives. And our society is full of harmful, hurtful, oppressive ideas. And we've internalized that. We've taken it on. It has become part of our subconscious belief system. It's important for us to bring that back into our conscious so that we can turn it around and interact with it with greater integrity so that we can really create the foundation so that we can be the change that we want to see for the world and really break down these generational cycles of abuse and oppression and harm and pain. And so much of it just carries forth from the ways that mainstream is addressing parenting. So that is why at Gentle Parents Unite, inclusivity is so important to us. We truly believe that it impacts not only the personal life experiences of those living it, but it also impacts the entire structure and fabric of our society. And that is just big and amazing and wonderful thing. So welcome to the call, everybody. I'm glad that you made it today. Um, just a little note that Thursday's call will be canceled due to fifth grade graduation on Friday, and Thursday is mother child shopping day. Yay, exciting, gonna be fun. My kiddo likes to go thrifting, so it'll be pretty exciting. It's funny, my brain, as soon as I think of the word thrifting, I think of that song. I'm gonna pop some tags. I wear your grandpa's clothes and I look fucking awesome. It just pops right into my brain. That's how it works. But, anyways, I'm going to go ahead and end the recording on the call and get to the sharing portion. If anybody has any preference on where they go in line, first, last, middle, not sharing, any other great stuff, You can let me know however feels most comfortable. Go ahead and raise your hand or type in the chat or unmute yourself or whatever feels great to you. And I'll just go ahead and end the recording and we'll get started.